Welcome all. Today's top breaking news with Gitanjali from Bayan Times. Minister flagged Chandrababu Naidu for not checking facts. Agriculture Minister K. Kannababu lambasted TDP Supremo and Chandrababu Naidu for his comments on coronavirus casualties in the state and described them as a pack of lives. If what Naidu says is true, the casualties in the state should be in thousands, which is not a fact as everyone is aware, Kannababu added. Addressing media persons in his camp office in Kakinada, Kannababu said Naidu says people are dying every 10 seconds. This only creates scare among people. It is unfortunate that the leader of opposition makes such irresponsible comments without checking facts, he said. Stating that such statements are unforgivable, he said from day one the government has been taking realistic based decisions to control the virus spread. They are yielding results. The progression curve is steady and not abrupt, he added. The mortality rate in the state is 1.11%, while infection rate is 5.56% and recovery rate is 48.78%. These details are being made public through media bulletins. We are not hiding any facts or making irresponsible comments, Kannababu said. Andhra Pradesh admission process begins today, schools to reopen on September 5. The state government is planning to reopen the schools from September 5 and admission procedure will begin from Monday and continue for the next 40 days. However, only parents are allowed to go to the schools for completing the admission procedure by following the COVID-19 guidelines. Highlighting the measures to be followed during the pandemic, School Education Commissioner C.H. Veerabhadradu released a calendar of activities to be followed during the 2020-21 academic year. As part of it, teachers should draft a comprehensive plan for each student and they should be divided into three categories: students having online facilities as high-tech, those having radio or TV Doordarshan as low-tech, and those not having computer or mobile phone, radio and TV Doordarshan as no-tech. The teacher should prepare a special plan for the students who have no gadgets. Online education is not permitted for pre-primary students and the teachers should give suggestions to their parents for only 30 minutes a day. Sonu Sood gifts tractor to Chittur farmer who made his daughters plough fields. K. Nageshwara Rao, the farmer from KV Palli Mandal in Chittur district, whose daughters plowed his field as they couldn't afford to hire a tractor or oxen, got the shock of his life when actor Sonu Sood called him and promised help. By evening, the farmer received a brand new tractor from the actor. Videos of Nageshwara Rao's daughters, Vanilla and Chandana, helping their father plow the land had gone viral. Nageshwara Rao, who hails from Maharajpalli in KV Palli Mandal, migrated to Maddanapalli where he ran a tea stall for the past 17 years. However, the lockdown left him with no option but to return to his village and take up farming on his land. Nageshwara Rao tried to rent a tractor or oxen to plough the land but could not afford it as he was charged Rs 1,500 per hour for a tractor and Rs 2,000 per day for oxen. It was then that his daughter chipped in. Nageshwara Rao received a call on his mobile phone and the caller, speaking in Hindi, identified himself as Sonu Sood and inquired about his well-being. I couldn't clearly understand what he was saying as he was speaking in Hindi. He asked if I speak Hindi and I said no. Then he told me not to worry and after a brief conversation said he would call back, Nageshwara Rao said. Andhra Pradesh units save 2,386 MU power under PAT, says BE. Around 22 energy intensive units including Vishakhapatnam West RINL and NTPC Samadri and other private firms across the state from various sectors were able to save 2,386 million units MU of power under Perform Achieve and Trade PAT initiative. The energy savings resulted in a monetary saving of Rs 1,600 crore. Appreciating the efforts of the state government, the BEE sent a communication to the Andhra Pradesh State Energy Conservation Mission APSECM. The 22 power-intensive units were from various industrial sectors, including cement, fertilizers, pulp and paper, power generation, chemicals, and others. The said units demonstrated energy savings of 205,204 ton of oil equivalent to 2,386 MU worth Rs 1,600 crore under the PAT scheme, a statement from APSECM. The PAT scheme is mandatory for all designated consumers notified by the BEE. The aim is to make the industrial sector energy efficient and set energy efficiency targets for the industries. Energy Secretary S. Nagulapalli thanked BEE Director General Abhay Bakre. The state will continue to make efforts towards making Andhra Pradesh as the best energy efficient state with the support of all government departments, the Energy Secretary said. Six caught in Vizag for selling babies. The Vishakhapatnam City Police arrested 6 people, including 2 doctors and 2 ASHA workers, for allegedly trafficking newborns. The gang allegedly sold 6 babies so far. Vishakhapatnam City Police Commissioner R.K. Meena said Dr. P. Namrata and Managing Director of Universal Srishti Fertility and Research Center at V. Madhugula was the kingpin of the racket. 2 ASHA workers of V. Madhugula, Annapurna and K. Vyankat Lakshmi and another doctor of the hospital, Dr. Tirumala Rao, were among the accused. Meena said Dr. Namrata earlier used to run Srishti Hospital, but after the Kothapeta police in Guntur registered 2 cases against the institute for allegedly trafficking in 2018, the name was changed to Universal Srishti Fertility and Research Center to continue the illegal operations. Dr. Namrata developed a network of agents to identify destitute pregnant women and women with unwanted pregnancies to buy and traffic their babies, the commissioner said. Telangana reports 1,473 new cases, overall tally crosses 55k mark. Andhra Pradesh coronavirus tally touched 96,298 as it just approached the 1 lakh mark with the addition of 7,627 new cases. The COVID-19 toll crossed the 1,000 mark, reaching 1,041 after 56 fresh casualties were reported in the last 24 hours. The latest government bulletin said 3,041 patients were discharged from hospitals in the last 24 hours, taking the overall discharges to 46,301. The number of active COVID-19 cases stood at 48,956. According to statistics released by the government, 16.43 lakh samples were tested in the state so far at the rate of 30,774 per million population. The infection positivity rate climbed further up to 5.86% following the spurt in the cases, and the recovery rate fell to 48.08%. Meanwhile, Telangana reported 1,473 new COVID-19 cases, taking the overall tally in the state to 55,532. Of the 1,473 fresh cases, 506 were from Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation (GHMC), followed by Rangareddy 168, Warangal Urban 111, and Sangareddy 98 districts, a state government bulletin said on Monday. Hyderabad residents protest parks conversion into plots. Over 100 residents of Rajendra Reddy Nagar Welfare Association in Chandana Nagar, including women and children, staged a protest demanding cancellation of approvals accorded by Greater Hyderabad Municipal Corporation (GHMC) and Hyderabad Metropolitan Development Authority (HMDA) to convert land designated for a park into open plots. The protesters alleged that land sharks, into collusion with the GHMC and HMDA, had managed to get permissions using forged and fabricated documents for the land valued around Rs 50 to 60 crore. According to the association, a land parcel at measuring 19 acres and 20 guntas located at Aminpur Road in Chandanagar was converted into a layout comprising 227 open plots after taking due approvals from HMDA in 1997. COVID-19, no price cap for patients with health insurance. The Telangana government reiterated that The price cap on COVID 19 treatment and testing, which it had fixed for private hospitals, would not apply to patients who have health insurance that covers the disease. The amended version of the GO 248 issued on June 15 states that the price cap would not apply to patients who opt for insurance as a mode of payment. The rates are not applicable to patients subscribing to insurance schemes as well as those being treated under various agreements or MOUs entered into with hospitals and different sponsored groups or corporate entities. It reads, this comes as an important development as there has been many instances at various private hospitals in Hyderabad where insurance firms paid a small amount of the bills citing the price cap set by the government. The GO 248 has fixed the maximum amount of 9,000 per day. Telangana Health Department will overcome all problems, Yatala Rajender. Health Minister Yatala Rajender has expressed confidence that the Medical and Health Department will soon overcome all its problems. He made the statement during his tour to the erstwhile district. Roads and Buildings R&B Minister Vemula Prashant Reddy also accompanied the Health Minister. During the tour of Nizamabad and Kamareddy districts, the ministers participated in COVID-19 review meetings at various places. Speaking at one of the review meetings, the Health Minister requested the citizens to extend their complete cooperation and support to the doctors and medical staff who have been at the forefront in the battle against coronavirus since day one. He also urged the people to provide our COVID warriors all possible moral and mental support. Yatala claimed that only 19% of the COVID patients in the state require hospital treatment and doctor's attention. The remaining 81% do not require such care as they do not show severe symptoms, he added. Karabu song from Pogaru to be out in Telugu on August 6. Dhruva Sarja's Pogaru is back in news with the Telugu version of Karabu song to be out on August 6. The production house has confirmed the news about the song, which became a sensation, getting about 92 million views. The commercial entertainer, featuring Rashmika as the female lead, is going to be a bilingual film in Kannada and Telugu. While the Kannada version has been sung by music director Chandan Shetty, who has also written the lyrics, the Telugu version has been penned by Bhaskara Bhatla Ravi Kumar, who has written the lyrics for more than 125 films in Telugu. The Karabu song in Telugu has been sung by Anurag Singh. He is currently known for his track Ramulu Ramula from the Allu Arjun starrer Alla Vaikunthapuramalu. With this, we conclude with our today's news headlines. For more such latest news and updates, like, share and subscribe Payant Times.